the easiest sanctuary guide of all time. Start with a dart monkey right there. Another one as low as possible. It shouldn't be able to see the top left triangle right there. Final dart monkey right there. Its left foot should touch that middle line that cuts that platform in half. If you got the placements right, you beat round 6 every single time. At the end of the round, long range darts on the middle dart monkey and then set the right dart monkey to last. At the end of round 7, another dart monkey right there as top right as possible next to that left dart monkey. This is the hardest placement in the entire run. At the end of round 8, yet another dart monkey right there. Its left foot should again touch the leftmost vertical line on that platform. If you got these placements right, you'll have a trail of reds coming from the left side and they will be sniped by that one dart monkey. If you made it this far, you have officially beaten the hardest part of Sanctuary. This map has the most difficult start of any of the maps in BTD6, so congrats on that alone. At the end of round 10, a sniper right there on strong. Try and put the sniper as middle right as possible on that platform because we do actually need to place other stuff on that platform. At the end of round 12, another sniper right there on strong. Both your snipers should be set to strong. For 15, be ready to micro your right sniper if you see a green just shooting through the left side. It usually doesn't happen, but it can sometimes. At the end of 15, Etienne right there, he shouldn't be able to see the right tip of that lotus flower, and he shouldn't be able to see the top right part of the idol's right ear. So pause the video if you need to and look at the placement, it's very, very important. At the end of 17, fast firing on that bottom sniper. At the end of 18, the right sniper to first, and then get even faster firing on that middle sniper mid-19. Full metal jacket at the end of 20. Use Etienne's ability immediately for some RNG prevention. At the end of 22, a druid right there, as high as possible next to those dart monkeys. Set it to last and then give it Thorn Swarm mid-round. This early game is a little bit difficult. Not really, it's the hardest part of the run. Sanctuary early game is really, really tough, so if you die to some random RNG, it's unfortunate, but it happens a lot. For 27, we do need an ability. You can use Etienne's first whenever you see some balloons get to the middle from the right side, or just whenever you see some greens on the right, that's also fine. Get Druid of the Jungle at the end of 27, then give it Hard Thorns mid-28. At the end of 30, another Druid to the right side this time. Again as high as possible, as left as possible. Give it Thorn Swarm, you can leave it on first. And I recommend auto start off just for some RNG prevention because I think sniper shot timing matters a little bit. But more so it's about the Druid's Vines too, that's the other big problem with auto start on, so just leave it off for now. 33, if you got your Etienne placement right, you never leak a camo. If you do, just quickly buy camo goggles on the bottom right sniper. Second, Druid of the Jungle at the end of 33, then Hard Thorns on it mid 34. We really want 2 Druid of the Jungles for the Moab on 40 and for round 36. $35 looks a little weird, it looks a bit different every single time, but you never lose to it with 2 Druids, so you'll be fine. 36 same way, it really just depends when the rush gets eaten up by the vines, but you'll be fine. As for the camos, Etienne takes care of them, no problem, as long as he's placed properly. For 37, we actually do need to use an ability. When you see everything has stopped, use Etienne's first ability, and then just take it slow. If a camo leaks, buy the camo goggles on your sniper. Otherwise, do not buy the camo goggles. So don't buy them before, only do it as a preventative measure after something leaks. At the end of 38, a village right there, as low as possible, give it the discount upgrades, and then upgrade that sniper to a 202. So this early game is pretty easy, there's a lot you have to do, but it just makes round 40 so simple, and sets us up really well for the late game. Deadly Precision ASAP during 39, before 40 both your Druids to last, and then just hit play, that's all you have to do. At the end of 40 both Druids back to strong, very important obviously. Continue to leave auto start off, it's just better for RNG. Because RNG is a B on this map, so just leave it off. At the end of 41, get a Dartling right there. As high as possible, as middle as possible. Don't put it too far to the left, very important. Upgrade it to a 202, and then just lock it in place to the middle of the track. This Dartling is going to kind of hard carry the mid game. The new and upgraded 204 Bads is kind of a sight to behold, but we have to get there first. Luckily, it's pretty damn easy. Get Buckshot at the end of 44. It doesn't really do much right now, but we just have to get it because we have to get Bads. Then get Bigger Radius, and Jungle Drums on that bottom village at the end of 45. So the reason we're using Etienne is on this map in particular, his global camo is insanely useful because we don't have the space for 2 camo villages, or 2 villages, 1 Jungle Drums and 1 camo, on most of these platforms. And so just having global camo lets us have Jungle Drums on the bottom village, and that kind of carries this entire run. .49 is a bit of a tough round, but because we have a Jungle Drums 302 sniper, we can just kind of destroy everything. If you're feeling unlucky, use Etienne's first ability on 49, no problem, but you don't have to. At the end of 49, target your Dartling to the bottom, so away from the track, and then buy Bads as soon as you can afford it, and then put it on target independent. And that's literally the hardest part of this run, I would say. The hardest singular round, probably. After you have your Bads, get an Alk, place it on that platform, wherever it fits, you should have plenty of space. And then just start upgrading it to a 420. So give it AMD first, obviously. Give it 320. We're going to make it a 420 just because round 63 is kind of annoying without a 420 on the bads. .54, you do not have to use this ability at all. I just was feeling super unlucky this run, so I'll use abilities a lot more than I have to. So if you're feeling unlucky like I was, then I highly recommend using the abilities when I do, but otherwise you'll be completely fine. Get stronger stim when you can afford it, and from here on out we're completely AFK until round 63. Turn off auto start during 62, because we just want to play some stuff before 63 and just guarantee victory, because that round is annoying. At the end of 62, a village as top right as possible on that middle platform of the middle platform. Discount upgrades on it, then a glue gunner. Between your dart and Etienne as low as possible. Very important. Upgrade that glue to a 420. Liquefier with splatter. And with this setup, 63 doesn't get as close as it did here. You can use Etienne's abilities if you'd like, but they're completely unnecessary. At this point, it is completely AFK again until we can afford Balloon Solver. You see me use an ability on round 71. That is totally unnecessary, again, feeling unlucky. If you're feeling the same, just use it for 71, but you don't have to use Etienne's second ability that round. I'm back right at the end of 74. 75, you probably should just use the second ability. It's unnecessary, but it just helps to deal with some of the fortified stuff. Get Solver ASAP during 75. And yeah, it's Jova at this point. After you get Solver, all you need to do is just buy May Moab mid 78 and leave it on strong. From here on out, it's completely AFK again until we afford Cripple. No abilities at all. .84 gives you a lot of cash, and this is kind of a perfectly crafted guide because at the end of 84 you have $19 left over after you buy Cripple Moab. Kinda perfect. Get Cripple, it just destroys everything. And that's kind of the big reason we're using Etienne, is because we can have a bottom path Cripple without a camo village and just destroy stuff. So after you get Cripple, upgrade that top village to a 302. So give it primary training for more range on the glue gunner, because that's really, really important actually. At this point you can have auto start on. You probably should have had it on for a long time, but yeah, no problems, you're totally set. Put an alk right above your balloon solver, upgrade it to a 320. Give it stronger stim when you can afford it, during 89. Etienne hits max level at round 90, which is kind of nice. Once you have that 420 alk at the top, get a mortar right there. Target it to the middle where both the tracks meet, and then just start upgrading it to a 024 shattering shell. So give it signal flare first, obviously, and then shattering shells when you can afford it. Shattering shells is insanely good against round 98 in particular. And that's the big reason we're getting it. We only need 2 tier 5s for this run because Cripple Moab is kind of busted and Balloon Solver is insane. Set your Etienne to Divide and Conquer, it's just better. Helps to mitigate RNG. Right at the start of 94, get Shattering Shells. Doesn't do too much on this round, but 96 and 98, it just cooks. 95, you never lose to it. It gets close sometimes, but it looks close and you never lose, so don't worry about it. Get a sub in the left water, and then just start upgrading that one to a first strike, so make it a 030, ballistic missile. Just leave auto start off now during 96, just for these last few rounds. You can have it on, but it's just better if you turn it off. UCAV and Cripple kinda just cook everything. End of 96, first strike. Then get a ninja. Place it anywhere in double discount range. It doesn't need to be close to the track. It doesn't have to see the track, so don't worry about it. Just anywhere in that discount range. Away from the elk, of course. Then begin upgrading it to a Sabo, because we need that for 99 for some RNG prevention. 97 pathetic round, except for that one time on Pat's Pond, but we don't talk about that. 98 is really simple. You can use Etienne's first if you want, but don't use his second. Make sure you first strike as soon as you see a ZOMG. Then buy Sabo as soon as you possibly can. That's very, very important. And yeah, Shattering Shells just cooks the Fort BFBs like crazy. 99, Etienne second, and then Sabo as soon as possible, both of them. Round 100 is really simple. You don't need to bother with this Spectre at all. I don't even have money for Sparkstone, which is kind of funny, but yeah, don't worry about it at all. It's totally useless. All you need to do is the middle of the badge to get to Etienne, and then just use First Strike. That will kill the DDTs, and after that, it's Joker. Get your tack. Use Etienne's first ability as well, by the way. And yeah, that's it. Super easy. Hope you enjoyed.